Hi everyone, how you doing today? Okay, NaNoWriMo. Oh my goodness. Um, so I always went nano. I've been doing this so long that I sit down and whipping out 50,000 words isn't usually a big stretch for me. It's more than I normally write in a day the rest of the year, but it's not something that's beyond my capabilities. And then this year happened. So if you follow me on Facebook, you'll know that our beautiful Soxy boy, our bunny, um, passed away last Saturday. And I didn't get a lot of writing done on Sunday. I found out early Sunday morning. I wasn't actually at home when it happened. So I found out secondhand and after the fact, and it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. He was only a couple of years old, and he was our cuddle bug. He was huge. He's a Flemish giant. Was a Flemish giant chinchilla mix, so he's massive. I mean, size of a medium dog. And so yeah, it kind of hit me hard, and I've been dealing with the dental issues, the last of which hopefully is gonna get fixed today, so I won't have to deal with that anymore. Yay, team. Um, but but um, as sad as we are that Soxy has left us, he did, and it's time to move on and do things because that's what we do. So I went, I'm looking at my calendar here. I did a couple thousand words on November 1st. November 2nd was harder. Did good on the 3rd. I wrote nothing on Friday, on the 4th, because I was running around doing chores and stuff. But I wasn't worried because I knew I had lots of time to write on the weekend. And then I woke up on Saturday morning. I managed to chunk out 1,500 words, but it wasn't a lot. And then that was on Saturday, pardon me. Was Sunday, I didn't manage. I only got about 900 words written. In any case, I am now over 15,000 words, so I am back on track. I managed to chunk out, what was it, 2,054 words today. Yay, team. Week 2 is hard, okay? For me, at least, it's the hardest week of NaNoWriMo because last week I was all full of, oh, yay, I finally get to write about my project. I've been thinking about it for a whole month or 6 weeks. I'm excited. I'm ready. And then it starts and there's the initial word vomit. And then the weekend comes and now I'm in week 2 and it's like, oh God, what am I going to write about? And it's taken me a little bit of going to get it done. But I finally feel like I'm back on track, and I hope that you are as well. If you are not keeping up with what everybody else is doing, please do not despair. If your goal is actually to finish NaNoWriMo with the 50,000 traditional words, then you still have 3 weeks to get caught up, okay? Three full weeks, in fact. I'm just looking at the calendar here. Keeping in mind that there's a holiday in there, okay? So Thanksgiving, I always assume I'm going to write no words on the Thursday and only some words on the Friday. And then on the weekend, I'll make up for all the stuff I didn't write over Thanksgiving. Because usually what happens is on Thursday, I'm cooking like a demon. And on Friday, I'm sitting back going, oh, I'm so full. It has a food baby. It is what it is. Plan in a couple of those days. And that's what I'm going to be doing for the next week or two is writing extra. I didn't make my 2,500 words except for the 3rd and the 8th. Every other day I was below. I need to start hitting that target goal again. And I'm feeling better about it now. My Teeth are going to be fixed. The initial grief from the bunny is over with. Not that I'm not sad he's gone, but we have 2 other bunnies to take care of and snuggle and make sure they know they're loved. So, we got to keep moving. And that's just the way it is. Life hands you lemons, you make lemonade, right? Although, funny story, I was reading about the history of lemons, and life didn't actually hand us lemons. Life handed us some different citrus fruits, and we made lemons on purpose. Why would we do that? I don't know. I like lemons, so I can't really say anything. So what else is going on this week? I don't actually know. I'm kind of out of it. So I will be at Christmas Fair on the 10th in the Jaffrey High School. That's Conant High School. So if you want to come and see me, please do. And I got to say, it's a fun little fair. It's a craft fair, not a Renaissance fair, by the way. But they have so many awesome stuff. There's a couple of people there who do wood carving that are as good as some of the vendors that I see at our Ren fairs. And they have some really fantastic stuff. I believe there's going to be a group selling wine. There's always, the various knitted, crocheted, hand sewn, that kind of thing. There'll be spices and just all sorts of yummy things. Oh, so not just me. You might not want to come out all the way to Jaffrey just for me, but you might want to come out to Jaffrey for all of the yummy things that will be there, and Santa will be on hand. So if you haven't yet figured out where you're going to take your munchkins to go see Santa, feel free to bring them down to Jaffrey. We have a very jolly Santa, and he is great with the kids. So beyond that, what else have I done lately? I've just been working like crazy on my book. Oh, that was it. Last week when I was talking, I said, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to fit all those plot lines in. And I had ideas and I wasn't sure how they were going to fit. Not only did I get it jammed in there, but I did it in such a skillful way that it overlaps with the character that I already had a plan for. And I always say, write what you know, right? Well, lately, because I've been interested in studying the Pequawket Alliance and the fight around Pequawket, which was a town in New Hampshire here up near the Maine border, because I started doing things with a group called the Pequawket Alliance this summer, I've been studying it. And so I have given a backstory to one of my vampires that includes just a little smidgen of stuff about the French and Indian War, because I've been studying it, and why waste all that research, right? Now I have lots of cool stuff. And I'm also writing a lot of stuff. Some of the story is taking place up in northern British Columbia, very, very close to the Alaskan border. In fact, there's a kind of this little Alaska kind of comes in and goes down, and then there's this little nugget of land that still belongs to BC, and that is where a lot of this story is going to take place. And so we've traveled up there, and for vampires, it's not fun. Okay. They can't go during the day, and it's, I think, springtime. So the days are getting shorter, or the days are getting longer, the nights are getting shorter. So their operational time is getting shorter, and that's even more so up north. So that's going to affect how they're doing things. But I'm dealing with natives up there, and because I have a very strong belief that we should, I don't like doing things that are cultural appropriation, but I do like to show cultures as they exist or as they might exist. And so the Tlingit, I'm learning how to pronounce it, are the natives, the indigenous peoples to that area. and they live just above and below the Alaska BC border. And they are doing right now in actual world a huge revival of their language and their dances and their history and culture. And so I've been learning about that so that I can accurately portray. Because here's a little spoiler: my werewolves come out of Tlingit and other um, uh, indigenous uh, peoples from that area, and so they live in a way that honors those ancestors. I don't want to give away too much because, that's why you want to buy my book, but I'm really excited about it because I'm trying to bring it to life and highlight Tlingit culture in a way that is both respectful to them and might cause people to go and learn about it themselves. And I think, both out of respect and out of my own self-interest, at the end of the book, I may actually include a little blurb about where you can go and learn, maybe some videos and stuff, to find out more about the Tlingit natives, because their language and people and cultures, I mean, it's easy for me as, white female with European roots to say, well, they're kind of like the other Indians. But I don't like saying that. The colors that they use in their tunic dresses are different. The style of fringing that they do is different. Their dances, which I was watching for a while this morning, are very unique and interesting. And their language is very different from some of the other native languages that I have been honored to hear spoken. And so I'm really enjoying that. I've been using, for the people up there, I'm using actual Tlingit and surrounding area Alaskan indigenous people's names. And I'm excited about that. I'm really fired up because I think that it will add a lot to the storyline and not take anything away. So I'm very pleased with myself about that. Anyway, I will let you all get back to your writing. And I hope you have a great week. If you're one of those people who reads my quote of the day, you'll note I did not add a quote of the day on Monday to my, or quote of the week, pardon me. Usually I put one on the bottom of my website, my author site, and I just didn't get to it because there was just so much going on. I'm hoping to get back to that again next week. I miss a day here and there, but you guys will tell me if you got quotes you want me to share, send them to me. I will happily share them. Anything else that I have to share today? I don't think so. I think that was it. When you're out there and you're working, if you're behind, don't give up. Okay. You may have to redo your goals, and that's okay. All right. That's very human. We have this tendency to set goals that are very high, and that's good because it forces us to work. But if you've set a goal that is so high that it is unattainable and you're just handing yourself a failure, you're setting yourself up for failure. Revise your goals, and do it now. Because if you set an attainable goal, something that forces you to stretch a little bit, but doesn't seem so far away that there's no chance you'll reach it, whether it's writing an article a day or writing 2,500 words a day like I'm doing, or writing a poem every day, whatever it is, get yourself into a groove. That's what you're aiming for. And succeed at what you are capable of succeeding at. It is better, in my strong opinion, during something like NaNoWriMo, to succeed at a slightly smaller goal than to fail at the large goal, because it teaches you more. But that's just my opinion. All right, guys, you have a great week. Have a good weekend. I'm going to be doing yard work all weekend and writing and planning for Thanksgiving. But I think I'm going to have a lot of fun. So I will see you next week, and hopefully I'll get my quote up on Monday. And you guys have a good week. Let me know how you're doing. I'm always interested to hear what people are writing about. And to those of you who buddied me on NaNoWriMo, thank you. It's so wonderful. I love having all these buddies. Check in with me, check in with each other. It's exciting. All right, guys. I love you. Have a good week. Don't forget to like and subscribe, okay?